Now one enters the main section of the church, called the nave, derived from the Latin word for ship. Upon entering the Christian life through baptism, one enters the ark of the church, in which he will sail with Christ as his guiding morning star to the shores of the heavenly Jerusalem. Looking forward across the distance of the church, the distance of one's life, one sees the main crucifix, Jesus' total gift of self to us out of love. This is the Christian's guiding light through the oftentimes stormy waters of life. Seeing the Savior as vulnerable, broken, yet beautiful, draws forward, gives one courage to meet the challenges of life with Jesus at our side. Standing in the church, upon entering the nave, one can sense something different here. Is the vaulted ceiling just an illusion, or does it really draw the mind upward to God? Is it a different light, a different temperature? What is this that I can almost feel? The sweet smell of incense, the flicker of candles, peaceful silence. I can almost hear the words of Jacob, "This is nothing else but an abode of God, and that is the gateway to heaven." Indeed, this is the place where heaven meets earth. More will be said on this later. The pillars stand like trees in the garden of paradise. The cross is the tree of life at its center. Often there are 12 of these pillars representing the Israelite tribes and the apostles. Watered by the blood and water flowing from the side of Christ, the trees produce abundant fruit which can be seen throughout the church. The souls of the saints won by Christ's sacrifice. There in statues and stained glass, icons and paintings and mosaics, often they tell the story of the local people or the patron of the church. They are our family. Just as we keep images of our loved ones at home, so too do we here. They are the cloud of witnesses who have run the race. Our relationship with them is more than just being in our memories, but this will be considered later. The stained glass windows in particular help us to understand how we are to be saints. Stained glass is to light as saints are to God. One can only see the beauty of the stained glass if there is light shining through it, just as the holiness of a saint is only possible due to the holiness of God that is seen in them. Again, as stained glass shows the color that is hidden in light, saints are individual finite manifestations of the infinite goodness of God. Finally, God, like the sun, that is so bright we cannot look at it directly. We cannot gaze directly at God here on earth. Instead, as stained glass softens the light going through, saints help us to see something of God. For God, who said, "Let light shine out of darkness," has shone in our hearts, that we in turn might make known the glory of God shining on the face of Christ.